table, sifting through the night. Glitter in his eyes, everything feels right. Hand in the water, fingers in the mud. Buckets full of promise, gold in the blood. Gear on the bench, tools of the trade. Hustling through the silence, riches to be made. Big Daddy digging deep into the vein. Paint dirt on his hands never goes in vain. Backyard prospecting, this ain't no game. Gold fever burning hotter than a flame. Shed lights flicker, shadows on the wall. Dreams of El Dorado, treasures big and small. Viewing all the gadgets, keeping spirits high. Every nugget found makes the heart fly. Camera rolling, capture every gleam. Subscribers tuning in, living out the dream. Broken nails and dirt, but a heart so true. Big Daddy's Gold Rush, it's a path.
All right, what is going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, and it's time for a little BS. So, I hope you all had a awesome 4th of July weekend. I did. I got out. I got to do some dirt. I got to do some grilling. And I went out to the river. So, I had a very fulfilling weekend as far as all that goes. I got some video for you guys. And I apologize that I didn't put out a review video on Sunday. I did one. I recorded one. And then something happened. And so, like I say, I don't usually have very many, if any, ever any, extra videos in my pocket. So if something happens extremely out of the ordinary, it kind of screws up my whole process. And so I wanted to give the seller an opportunity to make things right. And so I wanted to hold off putting out the video because, you know, I was thinking, you know, I could put out the video and then put an update out later. But I didn't think that was fair because a lot of people, they'll read the headline or they'll remember the breaking story. So-and-so put rat poison in their pay dirt. This is not what happened. This is a completely fictitious story. So-and-so put rat poison in their pay dirt. All of their pay dirt is poison. People will read that headline. That'll be what they get in their head. But if I come out a week later saying, oh no, that wasn't rat poison, I was mistaken, that was actually a rare form of quartz, selenite kind of thing, mixture, and it looked weird to me. Nobody's going to listen to the update. Everybody's only going to remember that so-and-so pay dirt is trying to kill you. So, I didn't want to put out the sky is falling pay dirt because I know that the seller, you know, I know they're cool. And I wanted to give them every opportunity to make good. So far, they have. And so you guys are definitely going to get an updated update on the original video that covers the trials, the tribulation, and the outcome and the success. So I want to give that seller that opportunity to make good. It wasn't that anything was bad. They didn't like gyp me. There was a mistake made. And we're going to see how everything goes in a few days. So I'll probably just release that video next week for next weekend's video. And like I say, I did make it out to the river. Me and my boy, again, out to our spot. And ran a few buckets and then brought a couple buckets home. So I got one of those buckets here with me, and we'll probably run a little bit of that dirt here tonight just to kind of see what's in it. I may even just fire up the full-size sluice and let it, you know, run a couple pounds of it just to see if we can get a decent amount of gold out of it. Now, when I was digging, the first pan, it looked like a freaking glitter bomb. There was just little specks of flour gold everywhere. And so I was like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do this. So we just started digging and we went at it. Didn't check again until later. As I was deeper in the hole, It wasn't looking that great, so I moved over a little bit, tested again, found some more gold, and then took some of that dirt home. So the majority of the bring home dirt is from the second digging, um, and so we'll see. I mean, hey, I'll give a seller a chance, especially if I've purchased from this seller before and I know that they've always done good by me. I'll give them the chance. My chances is not a huge window, and if you're a brand new seller or I've never worked with you before, I may not even give you that grace. But this seller has always treated me well, and taken care of me as a customer, so I wanted to give them that opportunity. Some rando off of eBay, like, hey, this is my first impression with you, man. I hope you're doing all right. And you hope, it is what it is. But, like I say, so far they've been extremely responsive like that. And that, like I say, that just goes to speak of their reputation, I think is the word I'm actually looking for. I was trying to church it up, but I couldn't find a churchier way to say that. And it was like, oh no, that's the right word. Anyways, so you'll be seeing that coming out here soon. And sure enough, it'll be a good review. It was going to be a decent review anyways, even with the mess up. So we'll see what's up. No, I did not order a new tank. I still have the same one, the one that's been out here. I've been leaving it out here, but I keep forgetting to use it, But I've been rolling. I ordered 1,000 new papers and 1,000 tips, so I'm good for the next 1,000. You spend $30 and you're good for a while. But I do have the tank out here. Yep, exactly, Iowa. It'll be down in a hole X2. Like I say, it's the dirt that I go and get, and I like to share that with you guys as much as I can. I love digging this dirt. I love playing with this dirt, going through this dirt, looking at it when I'm done. There's always so many garnets in it. It's just so beautiful to pan down, and there's just garnets everywhere. It's like it's got chicken pox, but it's just garnets. I just love this pay dirt. It's awesome. It's got a lot of heavies. There's a challenge there. I mean, I've gotten digs of this dirt that have been more challenging than some places' expert bags, because that's how it is out here, We have a lot of magnetics, for sure. Hell yeah. I mean, garnets out here is the number one sign you're in a good spot. So I love seeing me some garnets. When I start seeing a lot of garnets being hung up on the mat, I just like, oh, sweet. I'm on it. I gotta be on it or very, very close. So I love seeing it. It's the best feeling next to seeing the gold itself. And I did see some gold too, but I think I messed up and I might have lost some of my gold adjusting the sluice. So this weekend I took the thermoform out, and that one sometimes is a little bit persnickety on setup. It's a great device. I like using it. It's really light to pack in, but you got to get the water set up for it kind of just right, and you got to give it a heavy angle to really clear it well if you're compensating for the lack of water. I had to work pretty hard to get it flowing well, but I think in all of that adjusting, I lost some of my finer fines. But I did bring home all of my concentrates from the trip. So this is that day's couple buckets worth of cons, couple pans worth. I just throw them all in. My pan, when I'm test panning, I'll find it, and if I see it, I don't even bother snuffering it up. I'll just pour it right into my cons pan. I'll check it at home. As long as I saw what I saw and I know that it's good, I don't need to snuffer it up right there at the river. Put it in the cons pan. I can clean it up when I get home. That's, just not waste time trying to fine tune and fine clean at the river. That's what I got all this shit for, So. But yeah, so I hope everybody else had as good of a weekend, was able to get out there, or at least play with a little bit of dirt at home, or shit. If all else fails, maybe you watch Gold Rush or something. Yeah, absolutely, Weezen. Like, I mean, you could sit there trying to fine pan everything out, but you're just wasting digging time at that point. If you know what you're after and you know where it's at, don't spend time dicking around. Process it. That's what it's about. Getting to the point where you can just process the material as quickly as you can, so you can run as much of it as you can, so that you can bring home as much of that gold as you can. That is, and I don't think a lot of people grasp that is the key. That's the whole magic key to prospecting. More material, run more dirt, and you get more gold. That's what it really comes down to. Because, I mean, you could sniff around, and keep poking until you find that magical spot that just has an ounce per scoop of gold, like you see those guys on YouTube who live in the jungle and in a hut. Like, I don't know, man. If I were pulling an ounce of gold out every scoop, I probably wouldn't live in a hut. But hey, that's just me. Not judging. But a lot of those I think are just fake as hell. But I forgot where I was going with this. I wish I was pulling out an ounce per scoop. That would be nice. Yeah, probably WoW guy. I don't know, man. I just skip him. As soon as I see his Batea and I notice it's him, I'm just like, I know what it's going to look like. It's going to be a pan nicer than anybody has gotten in the last 100 years out of just some topical scoopings, Chasing cheddar with Curtis. Yes, I did actually. Is this safe to open here on camera? Or is there nudes in here? Like, if they're nudes, I'll keep them to myself. Curtis is a dude's name, so I'll just say I hope it's not. All right, let's check it out. Mail call from Curtis to Golden Shovel Media. Holy shit, somebody actually knows my real business name. All right. Dig Daddy, this is to serve as your summons for... No, I'm just playing. Thank you for my May win of sloppy seconds. I'm sending you some stickers. Hope you send stickers back. Thanks. Chasing Cheddar. Curtis. And then he sent me a couple of stickers. Look at that. Pretty freaking awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I could probably get you a sticker back. I got your address right here. I got to send a couple other stickers out too. I've been lagging on. Like, I owe Lord Shadow a sticker too. So, yeah, for sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. Very awesome. It's a nice sticker. Good quality. Nice, thick, heavy. probably put it on your bumper and it not wear off and shit. That's a good sticker. The vinyl, fucking dense, man. Jesus. Who makes your stickers? These are thick. Actually, I like my stickers that I get from Vinyl Discord or Vinyl Disorder. They do a pretty good job. Wow. He was blackmailing me. Well, hey, man. Excuse me, by the way. Jesus, that was rude. Hey, man, all I ask is you get a good angle and send me a copy of it. Get my good side. Gotcha. Allers, yeah, check out Vinyl Disorder. They usually run a half off sale, like all the time. Like if they're not running it, wait a week. They'll have a half off sale, and you can get like 50 stickers for like $20. Maybe less. Don't quote me on any prices because it's been a few months since I've ordered any. Actually, I need to get around to making a new design of something. So I'm gonna have to put some brainstorm into that. And get some new stickers made up. I'm kind of running low on a couple of them. Like my Gold Digger, I've only got like maybe one left. I don't think I'm gonna do any more of the mooch. So if you want a mooch, you'll have to buy it off the merch site. But then I had a whole bunch of Dream Mat ones made up so that I can include them in my little sluice boxes. Feet pics. Hey, listen. You can see my good side, but only for $3 for the first 30 days, and then it's $16.99 per month after that. Anyways, Allers, yeah, go check out Vinyl Disorder. They got good sales on stickers. All right. Anyways, weirdos. The other thing I was supposed to be doing, and I totally slacked off. Totally slacked off. Oh, I did install that. That's good. Where is it at? There it is. Wonderful. Okay. Whew. All right. As you know, for the first stream of every month, I like to give a thank you and a shout out to all of my patrons. If you don't know what a patron is, they are the lifeblood of this channel. Their monthly donations. Yes, exactly that, Weezen. Their monthly donations are really what help support this channel and keep me afloat, that make it possible for me to dedicate time and money towards getting bags of dirt. Sometimes that means getting bags of dirt that have a bad return, and I take the hit on that. But the reason for it is so that you guys don't have to. So the patrons help to smooth that impact, to soften that impact rather, and make it so that I can do those reviews for you guys and not feel like an asshole for not getting any gold. And just for generally all the upkeep and maintenance of the channel. It takes a lot to run a YouTube channel. In the way that I am, maybe I could do better, or maybe I could do worse. I don't know, but it is what it is, and it costs money either way. So, thank you, Chris, as he has posted a link there. If you're interested in becoming a patron and supporting the channel on a monthly basis, it's $5 a month just to become a base member patron. There's not a whole lot of perks there other than the fact that you're going to be helping me out, but I will send you a little pack of goodies for that first time. And then a thank you each month. And each month you will also have the benefit of first dibs on any pay dirt that I release. As well, you will get, what's the other thing? Entered in for a raffle. Every month I give a bag of dirt away to one lucky patron, and that $5 gets you entered in. I also have a $50 a month level, which is the D-Bag Fam. Now, at that $50 level, you're just going to get a bag of pay dirt every month. It may not be something crazy, but it's going to be something with gold as a thank you from me to you for your $50 contribution. And we got a couple of those. We got 3 members at that $50 level. So keep in mind, there are a few spots open there. I try to keep it limited so that I'm not too overwhelmed bagging dirt. Worst case scenario, that's the only dirt I have to make any given month. Best case scenario, I'm making bags upon bags for everybody. So they are absolutely going to get the first dibs on any bags of pay dirt that I make. Second dib goes to the $5 patrons. They all get notified if there's any available for purchase. And then eventually I let you guys know, the rest of you guys know, hey, there's some pay dirt. So being a patron has a couple of perks beyond just that first initial gift. But mainly it's, the point of it is as a thank you to help out the channel for the content that we create. So go check that shit out. Link down in the chat if you don't know. The other thing the Patreon donations help out with is things like our weekly GAW. Thank you, Donna. So graciously, always helping to support the channel. I thank you so, so much. You are awesome. But also that link on top of the chat is what's going to get you entered in for tonight's Sloppy Seconds, which is the other giveaway that I do. So that's what's up. That's what's going on. And like I say, as a thank you to those patrons, let's go look at the list and run down the list of those awesome folk, Fizzoke. So for July of 2025, our D-Bag fam consists of Teo, Jake Peacock, also known as Smirnoff Peacock. Is he here? I don't see him immediately here. I'm going to have to scroll. Kevin Steer. Kevin S. He's in the chat. I don't see him. That's okay. That's our D-Bag fam. Our High Five homies, our $5 contribution, we're looking at Neanderthal Prospector, Sean McClellan, The Gold Baron. I thought I changed that. A3 Sky Warrior, Golden Dragon Prospecting, Weezengeezer TV, Jason Earp, Chris W., David Danduran, Rich Peterson, Alex Lyman, Thomas Leha, Michael Cruz, B. Greeny, Donna Corin, and Nick Madsen. Those are our High Five homies. So again, thank you so much for your contributions and your support of the channel. And thank everybody. I think all my viewers, because without all of you, I wouldn't really have a channel to be me doing any of this stuff. If there was nobody watching, what would be the point? So there you go. So again, I thank you all so very, very much. And of course, this month, today, we'll have that giveaway. So if you want to become a patron, awesome. Jump in, click that link. I appreciate you greatly. I'll send you some goodies. It's too late to get in for this week because I already have them loaded up in the Patreon picker wheel of names. But there you go. Do the thing. All right. So, what was the other thing we're gonna do that later? I still do have some other bags of pay dirt, so if you're looking for some pay dirt, go ahead and hop on the Prospector shop and pick one of those up. I also have a few of those micro toolboxes available once again. And I think I upped the quantity on the website, so those should be available if you were looking for one of those. Thank you, Weezen, for the link to the Prospector shop. Also in the Prospector shop, you can find cool merch in the merch shop. T-shirts, hats, shorts, desk pads for your toolbox loose or for your tools, or just to have a nice comfy space to put your elbow down on your bench. You can pick one of those up. I got a couple designs of those. So check out the merch shop as well while you're there in the Prospector shop. They are two different sites, so you can't order from one and the other and have them all shipped. They're two different places, but there you go. The Prospector shop is straight from me. The merch shop is from the people that do the merch for me. Give me a moment. I need a drink. Whew. Fucking vodka, man. So there you go. All right. I want to run some dirt. I don't know about you guys, but I want to run some dirt. I've got it in fire in my bones. I want to check this dirt out and see if there's any glittery in it. So, without further ado, I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing before we go over to the bench. I feel like we got it all. I think I've done everything. I made this. It's a cone roller. I have one just like it in the house that I roll my cones on. You roll your cone, put your tip in the end there, roll the cone, pop it in this bad boy, pull it out, and then you can use this funnel and a pokey stick to fill your cone up, and then pop it out when you're done rolling. And I was thinking I might give this away tonight, if that might be something somebody might want. A tool for their other toolbox. I know it looks weird. Some of you guys are thinking like, Dig Daddy, what are you doing? What is that about? It's not like that. It's for rolling cones. It's a cone roller. It's not... Man, it looks bad now that I'm holding it out. I'm like, hey guys, look at this thing I made. But believe me, they come in very handy for rolling your cones and then packing them. If you do that kind of thing. I fancy myself a bit of a pro at it. I had a little bulbous part to hold it in. That's terrible. That's terrible. What are you guys talking about? OMG. Damn, we went off the fucking rails, didn't we? Jeez, man. Okay. Back on track. Let's go prospect. Let's go pan for some, or sluice. The sluicing thing that I do. Let's go do that before things get weird. All right. Sluicing time. Look at that. Hey, man. What the fuck? Hold on, man. Something's wild over here. And I think there's a freaking bug up in this bitch. Yeah, that's way too big. Hold on. I got a new camera. I'd mentioned I was gonna get one, and I wasn't a liar. I did. I got one, and I neglected to set it up properly here, and so I guess now is that time. Like, I focused it in earlier. I was all proud of myself. Like, oh, look what I did. Look what I can do. It looked good. Dude, there's this fly buzzing around my head. I don't know why. He's been quiet the entire time, and then suddenly he's like, let's mess with this dude. And I don't have a fly swatter out here, so it's going to get pretty wild if I have to get rid of it somehow. All right. Shit's getting wild in here, so let's chill out. Let's fire up some music. We're getting close to the end of the playlist, so we're gonna roll back up to the top. Okay, I'm getting really tired of this freaking mouse not working. I know, right? Where's Freddy at? Ah! Fuck off, dude! Don't dive bomb me. I don't like that. Get out. Get the hell out of here. You're not welcome. Get out of here. Alright, I think I got him. I didn't kill him, but I think I chased him out. going on, Medley? Tanko! To battle we go. Alright, scared those evil spirits off. Like I say, we got some dirt. Came home from the creek. These are my cons. Now I just need to find... Yeah. Let's go. Turn it down a little bit because I want to run it low and slow because there was definitely some finds in here and I don't want to lose out on any. Now, I probably could have hit this with a magnet first, but I didn't. Well, I definitely think I see a flake of gold in there. How thick those heavy black sands are. It's just how this is when you get to the bottom of it, man. It's almost beach sands. Alright. Hit it with the Maggie. Whoa, clink, clink. All right. That was something. Now let's see what kind of goodies we found. You can already see those garnets. Beautiful garnets. Now we only ran maybe about 3 half buckets. And when I say a half bucket, I mean a half of a 3 gallon. So like maybe like 2 gallons at a time is what goes down. Let's see if I can get you guys in really tight on this one. There we are. Those pretty garnets.
Drove up the mountain, 2 hours flat.
Yeah, this is really floaty stuff. And I think I might have just lost some due to that. It's all really, really fine. And with as much as I was moving the sluice around, I probably dumped out a good portion of my take. But all in all, where is it? Where is it? Here, let me put this down. Then I can find it. There we go. There's our gold. Right there. Not a huge amount. I mean, when I go digging with the boy, I only expect to get a few buckets before he gets bored. I'm just happy I can actually get him out there, you know. He's gonna be going to the college here soon. We're not gonna have these weekends with him all the time. And so I got my payout. Got to spend time with my boy. I got a little bit of gold. Let's snuffer that up. That was fast. Usually it takes a little longer. Oh, there's some more in there. See, that's the thing. Oh man, there's a whole bunch more in there. There's a lot of finds, so you gotta go back and forth with this stuff a lot. Jeez. Ugh. See, this is what I love and hate about Find Gold, is just chasing it. It's fun to chase it, just not live on camera. You know, you can sit here chasing it for an hour, chasing after one itty bitty speck of gold that's worth nothing, but you chase it because it's shining at you, saying, hey, you can't catch me, I'm in your pen and you still can't catch me. And it's like, oh yeah, we'll see about that. Hour and a half later, your wife's calling you, hey, are you coming in for dinner or what? She's like, ah, damn it, I'll be back. And then you come back a day later, you forgot what you were doing, you just toss it out. All right, there we go. That was fun. I kind of want to do a little bit more. What do you guys think? Am I too... Yeah, it doesn't autofocus, man. That's the one downside. It's a fixed camera, so I gotta kind of stick with one space. So I'll leave it at this space here. I'll leave it zoomed out, so it's not, so you guys can see what's going on, you know. Time is 42. You guys want to do a little bit more dirt? Go through some of this raw stuff. I asked that knowing that the answer is obviously yes. Like, who's going to be like, nah, Dig Daddy, I think we've seen enough. Sluicing for the night. Why don't you just keep it in your pocket, as it were? Plus, this song just makes me want to start scooping, you know what I'm saying? Makes me want to get down with the dirt. Damn. Alright. Fuck it. Let's fire it up. Let's gold! I see one little flake over here at the edge of the sluice. Alright. Just sitting there making me nervous. Like, I know it's not going to roll up and back. Most likely. Some weird fluke of physics makes it fly out of there. Just jump out of the freaking sluice. Every now and then a big rock hits through. Get out of here. Whoa. That might have been a little bit fast. Yep. Yep. Alright. Shit. Alright, there we go. One hefty, hearty scoop of that. Grab our pan again. Actually, let's hit it with the magnet first. Alright, I'll try to make sure I'm looking over and that you guys are able to see what I'm doing. Back up here. Ah, float back. Back up the gold. Now this pan was mostly all just floury. Let me try to get it nice wet angle. Okay. Alright, I realize now that the camera is projecting upside down. That's why I'm having such a hard time finding where I'm trying to point at. I apologize. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so a few little flaky flakes. That's about as close as I'm gonna try to get it. There we go. So that was just one scoop of the raw pay dirt, and probably about 10 or so little micro color in here. This is mostly all just flood gold. Once you get a little bit below this layer, it dies. Nothing's there, so. But it is really, really light and wants to run. All right. I think we got all up. Just when you think. That's the thing with this stuff, man. You think you got it all, and then you go through one last swirl, and you're like, oh, there's a big ass piece right there that I somehow missed. And it happens because the gold just floats. It floats out of the way, and before you know it, you can't find it anymore. So, zoom back out. Goes back in focus. Married 46 years. That's a lot of years, man. All right. Get our cup. As I'm looking in the freaking at the water, I'm just seeing gold floating. You know? It's like, what the hell, man? How? This is the real challenge of small fine gold, is it'll float away. And you'll be like, oh, I got everything. But no, because it was on top of the water. You weren't looking on top of the water. Because why would you be? It's the top of the water. Makes no logical sense. Alright. If any gold made its way out, that just means I get to keep it. Sorry. It wasn't meant to be. Oh my god, stop floating on me. Why, gold? Why are you such an asshole? Know when you've been caught. Alright. This gold does not want to be caught. Yeah, that's what happens. Any gold that makes its way past the pocket sluice goes in the tailings bucket, and that tailings bucket gets stored down below when it gets too full. And then when that bucket down there gets full, I run it again. There. Just need a little frog piss. Alright. Where's my torch? Little for you, little for the doctor. All right. All right. Whew. Too much sage. Let me grab this green bag. I like these green bags. Do about a little bit of golden dirt in there. So let's make some sloppy seconds while we're waiting for that dirt, that gold to cool down. I feel like this is a gentleman's batch here. So we'll put the classy fellas on the bag. Thank you, Chris. Please do leave a comment on the comment video pinned on top. I haven't said it much because I figure everybody just knows, but if you don't know, now you know. Leave a comment. So our date here is 7/7/25. Dig Daddy approved. And then we got to figure out how much gold is going to wind up being in here once we're all said and done. But first, I got to find the bucket. Oh, there it is. Because I want to share some of this dirt, the dirt that I just got, with you guys, whoever winds up winning. So we're going to start with that as our for our sloppy seconds. So let me get, I don't really have any good cups available at the moment. You know what? Yes, I do. Grab this cup here. Bit more now. Do bear in mind this dirt is going to come in wet because I literally just got it from the river yesterday. This is the exact dirt that we just ran down the sluice and got a few pieces of color out of. So I would expect there's at least a few, if not one or two, pieces of natural gold in here. Now we're going to take that natural gold, combine it with the natural gold that we've also found in the same location just yesterday. Wow, that's really warm still. Probably shouldn't have picked it up, but I did. And let's weigh it out. Trying to get a good angle that doesn't. There, you guys can see it now. Let's tare it. So we're at 0. and there's a couple other little chunkies of stuff in there. Most of this, son of a bitch. There, all right. Most of this was just really light flour gold. So once it goes back in the dirt, who knows if you'll ever see it again. But hopefully you do. Just in case, I'm going to throw a little bit of my own gold in here. Here, we'll just take it up to a good didge. So 1/10 of a gram-ish is what's going to go in there. We'll put a 0.1, what's that, 102? 0.102 grams of a gram of gold. Yar, matey. All right, let's put that in. Dusty, dusty, huh? That's going to be a nice bag. For sure. Try to shake it up a little bit. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, wrong channel. Settle down. Spank it a little bit. There you go. Whoa. All right, that one was for free. You want any more of that action? Got to go to my OnlyFans. $3 for the first 30 days. $15.95 every month thereafter. There goes my screw bits. There goes my screw bits. All right. So 1/10 of a gram is what's going in. Some of my natural raw gold and along with some extra gold. I mean, that's still natural. It's just not from whatever. Shut up. It's gold, so don't complain. Yeah. So make sure if you want this bag of pay dirt right here, the specially made, one of a kind, Dig Daddy custom bag of dirt, you need to enter. You need to get entered. You only got a couple more minutes to do that. So go to that link on top of the chat, put your name or put a comment on that, because that's how you get entered in for the sloppy seconds. Okay? That's how that works. That's just how that works. Now, let me take a seat here upon my chair and say to y'all, what's up? Good to see you guys again. Now, this month, we also have our Patreon bag. Now, these were made up with 1/2 pound of dirt. Inside each of these comes a awesome We the People pay dirt pan charm, desk ornament, whatever you want to call this. It's a pan. It's a little pan with an American flag, and it says We the People. Every bag got one of those. And so that's why the bag itself was so big. And so that makes the dirt inside not seem so big. So the bag looks a little pathetic. And I apologize for that, but I wanted to give the pan enough space. But there's about 1/2 pound in here of dirt. Some gold, of course, in there. And so we're going to give that away to one of our lucky patrons. Again, if you want to get in on that for next month, follow the link that's up in chat to my Patreon. Get yourself signed up. Send me some money. That's how it works. That's how you get entered in. But for those who are already in, let's give away some dirt. What do you guys say? I like that idea. So let us go to the All Watch. And we find our Wheel of Names. I already named off all of the Patrons earlier, so I ain't going to do it again. But here we go. We got 19 names, 19 entries, And all I got to do is click on Freddy. And here we go. All right. This month's winner is Rich Peterson. You are this month's Patreon bag winner. Congratulations. Let's just go ahead and move over to the random YouTube comment picker. Hello, lady. Get off my screen. There we go. All right. Now, if you haven't already left a comment, tough shit, because you should have. I've said it like 3 times. So we're going to go with that. Right there, the purple God page. And we're going to pick a random comment. And we're going to see who winds up winning. All right. Let's roll it. 29 total comments found. And tonight's winner is DV Prospecting. Hi. Congratulations, DV. You are tonight's Sloppy Seconds winner. And Rich, congratulations to you as well. You are this month's Patreon winner. So, Rich, as long as your information on Patreon is up to date, I got you. It'll be going out. Don't need to be here to win that. But DV, I do need to see you post up to make sure that you are here with us, because that is one of the conditions of winning the Sloppy Seconds, is you got to be here when I call your name. And on that note, let me search out. You got the car in your avatar. Carvatar. Yes, thank you. Give it to Pitbull. Oh, look at that. All right, DV. Well, if you want to pass it on, I'm always totally fine with that. Not a problem. So, Pitbull, just need your email address, or your actual address, not an email address, because that's not going to get you pay dirt. Send me your address. I think I probably already have it, but just to be sure, send it again, and I'll get that out to you. And a big thank you over to DV for passing that along. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, good stuff. So let's go check out DV's channel. You got a channel, DV? Like 29 prospect 29 subscribers. You know, people, go check out DV Prospecting and Things. Give him a sub as well. Show some love. That was really cool of him to pass that along. So do the thing. Go give him a shout out. Good stuff. Hell yeah. All right, on. Congratulations. Thank you, and thank you to all of you for hanging out with me here, as always. You guys make Monday night awesome, and I thank you for being here with me. Again, I apologize for no review video this last weekend, but do know that just means next weekend's going to be a little bit longer, because there's going to be an update within the video's postings. We're going to wrap it all up in one go, as it should be. So, tune in for that. If you're not a subscriber and for some reason you're still hanging out here, thanks. I appreciate you hanging out. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out any of these hangouts we do every week. For the rest of you who are subscribers, thank you. Thank you for joining me here, as always. And until next time, if you haven't already hit like, do that now, because I'm about to shut off the stream. And you won't be able... Well, I guess you can after, but I was trying to, like, encourage and drum up some, like, oh, I gotta hit the button. So hit the button. Do the button thing. But yeah, until next time, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace.